Okay.
Yep. Good afternoon. I'll call to order the regular council meeting for Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. Is there any public input as the meeting is open to statements from no more than 5 members of the public of no more than 2 minutes in length each? Seeing none, is there any late additions or deletions?
There's just one addition to section 19. That's just as the reason for the closed session. With referring to the community charter, section 91. And the additional one is E, which is related to land.
Okay, thank you. Will somebody please move that the November 4th, 2025 regular council meeting agenda be adopted as amended? Councillor Weed, Councillor Flynn, all in favor? Carried. Okay, no public statutory hearings or delegations. So we'll move on to the consent agenda. If anybody wishes to remove any of the correspondence items, please remove them. Councillor Aiken.
Could I have 7.1.2?
7.1.2. We'll put that under 17 new business. Any other ones? Okay, will somebody please move that the remainder of the consent agenda items be received? Received, thank you. Councillor Weave, Councillor McNary, all in favor? Carried. Okay, correspondence for action. 8.1 revitalization of BC Rail Corridor, open letter organized by MLA Jeremy O'Leary, See the Sky. So I can actually speak to that one. So the meeting was scheduled at UBCM at the exact same time as a Rural Mayor's Health Group with Minister Osborne, and that is why our name is not on there. And then due to unforeseen circumstances of that particular day, no one else was able to attend either. So I did speak to Jeremy right before that meeting took place. He again is the MLA for the Sea Sky area, and he organized it. So Lola will be attending moving forward. So I just wanted to share that. If there's anything else to that, they're asking for a letter to be sent. And I'm good with that. Okay. Will somebody please move that the district of Lola send a copy of the open letter prepared by MLA O'Leary regarding revitalization of the BC Rail Corridor between Squamish and 100 Mile House to Premier Eby and Prime Minister Carney. I can move that. Somebody second it. Councillor Weave, all in favor? Carried. Okay, no staff reports, committee of the whole recommendations or bylaws and resolutions or unfinished business. Is there any notice of motions? Seeing none, okay, I will move on to my report. So on October 22nd and 23rd, I attended the SLRD, and one of the requests for decisions on the agenda was for the Lillooet Rec Center gym soundproofing. So anyone who's ever attended an event or a meeting in the gym knows how challenging the acoustics are in there. Even when the curtain is up in the middle, sound tends to bounce off all the walls, making it hard to hear and hard to understand anybody speaking. So very happy to share that Area B Director Vivian Birch Jones is contributing $20,000 towards soundproofing improvements. This support will make the gym far more functional and ensure that everyone can hear and be heard during community events, meetings, and programs. So a big thank you to Area B. And Area B has also just about completed their OCP. So we gave a second reading and now we'll be going to a public hearing to be held electronically. So if you have a chance, take a look at it. There's some beautiful pictures in there. They've done a really stellar job of it. You can find it on the SLRD website, and Director Birch Jones and the SLRD, they've just done, like I said, an amazing job with it. Okay, and my next piece is on October 30th, Amber McCabe of Lillooet Timber March stepped up to take the lead in organizing some exciting Lillooet events With Christmas just around the corner, she's kicking off things with the Christmas light contest. So there's an application form here. You must register your home by Monday, November 24th. Your home must be ready for the tour and judging on Friday, November 28th. Maps and judging entry forms for the tour will be available for pickup at Lillooet Timber Mart or the Hub. Prizes, there's first and second prize, $100 gift certificate and a $50 gift certificate, one to Timber Mart, one to the Hub. And all judging entries must be returned to Timber Mart or the Hub by Friday, December 19th. So with that, Amber is also bringing back the much loved Shop Local program and the Christmas parade. She's partnering with the district, the rec center and the Hub to host a spectacular light show, an outdoor market, live music, a movie night and a skating event. Of course, Santa will be there and rumor has it possibly even the Grinch. So I just really wanted to thank Amber and Timber Mart. These events take an enormous amount of work and she's going to have her hands full in the coming weeks. There's lots more to the story, but I'm going to leave it there. Great to have all these things back. And that's it for me. Councillor Aiken.
It's been pretty quiet for me. I've had meetings with our CAO, mayor, and listening to residents about roads. It seems to be a never ending conversation, but I'm just curious on that. If somebody comes to us with a complaint, what is the best avenue to send them down to get that complaint answered?
I usually send them to the district office to actually file a complaint on the roads themselves.
Yeah, any sort of complaint there, like what's the best, like, I think a letter, I've been telling me, write a letter and send that in, it comes to council or whatever, but I'm just not sure what the best way to handle those are, because I seem to be getting quite a few of them coming my way for some reason.
Oh, interesting. I should know.
Yeah, thank you. Through the mayor, the best way to address this is come to the district office if they want to come on a Thursday night, first Thursday of the month. So this Thursday, I'm available from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, open house. They can come and talk to me about potholes or chickens or whales or horses. They can do what they want. They can come and have an open conversation with me. But what we would like them to do then is just, I'll take that forward and give it to Public Works or Operations and we'll put it in and have a look at it. If it's something dangerous or something that isn't, if it's something that needs immediate attention, it'll be dealt with immediately. So for example, if it was a pothole or like a sinkhole in the middle of a road, yeah, we're going to close the road and then go and address it. If it's just an asphalt problem and we need to get it on the schedule and get it looked at, and we'll also do that. But it also gives us the opportunity then to follow back up with them and kind of get back to them. So if we've got their name, we've got their address, we've got the complaint, we've got location, we can actually go out and have a look at it and say, okay, here's the problem, here's the before pictures, here's when we're going to schedule it, and then get back to that person as well. The one thing that we don't want to have is the Tim Hortons and the A&W groups, which is sitting around talking about how bad things are that aren't really doing anything and doesn't go anywhere. We'd much rather they came and let us know. So my personal cell number, come and visit me on a Thursday or come and drop by the office and make an appointment or just come back and make a formal complaint. We can get out and do something.
Okay,
Thank you.
And the other thing that was kind of interesting, not really council related, but there's a flint tapping course that the Rock and Gems Club put on. And part of it, we got to make arrowheads there, which is super cool.
That's short. Can you make one? This is yours?
Yep.
Set up the Elks.
Yeah. Yeah, the Rock and Gem Club is definitely getting more steam and still got set up to do anything that machinery wants. Yeah, there's lots of people that are interested in it. It's gonna be a good group of these all.
Thanks.
You made this, Cal?
I did, yeah. Anybody's got obsidian.
Where did you get the flint from?
The guy brought blanks actually, like
Did he?
they basically cut into an arrow shape already, and just snapped them there.
Where did he get it from? Did he say there's supposed to be some in Ashcroft or Cache Creek somewhere?
Yeah, he said there's only 2 places in Canada or BC that has it. It's like Mount Edsiza,
Where?
Mount Edsiza. It's like way up north and then Anaheim Peak, I think is the other place. But
There's
Yeah.
supposed to be some, one of those in Ashcroft. A long time ago.
yeah, the guy that was teaching it was from Cumberland, he said, the Cumberland's.
Oh, okay.
But they got a a shop set up making like traditional artifacts and stuff there, like arrowheads, jewelry, knives. Yeah, if you want to check it out, it's Comments, Editions, they got a website, Facebook group and stuff. And
Thanks.
Interesting.
Where in Kamloops?
I'm not sure, I think it's out by the powwow grounds, but I'm not sure exactly. But, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty neat what they're doing, like this guy's full-time job, and a bunch of other people working at home, making stuff to sell. It's cool,
So I got a knife done like that too.
yeah. Yeah, enough about me, move on.
Councillor Plan.
It's been really slow for me. I've got nothing to report.
Oh, okay. Councillor McNary, your turn. What, really? Councillor Reed?
That makes three.
Okay. Yeah.
We're good. We have a couple of updates coming for our next council meeting. We do have a new economic development person that's working with us just now. The SLRD, in addition to the Lillooet, joined forces to get $75,000 for that application. So that was given through NDIP in order for us to do a work. We're working with Christian, who used to work up in Christian is like the ed dev person just now. He's working on some partnership and some works that was hand that was doing the HGTV kind of video running around town this week. He was working with Chief Sid Scotsman, the mayor, and a couple of other folk on that as well. So he's also the person that's working on some of our council to council kind of initiatives. So yeah, he's on board with us. He's working fantastically. Very, very impressed with him. His contract ends in December. And then we're also applying for NDID grant funding moving forward into next year. So that'll come forward as well for us. Other than that, there's a huge stuff on the horizon. I think in the last couple of council meetings, we're hearing some information coming back from BC Hydro. We're waiting for some BC Hydro agreements. We're also working on some hotel options as well with a couple of local groups to see what that could look like in town and what the feasibility of that is. And yeah, other than that, we're kind of planning to go into our strategic priorities meetings in the next month. So this month, I would like council to sit down. We'll maybe do that tonight at some point, just kind of discuss sometimes the days that work for council informally and find out we can to get into it on a Saturday and just really run through some of those details. And then next year is going to be a push for budgets, setting down our budget time of year, and working through that. So yeah, it's going well. A formal update from CEO comes in the second meeting of the month, so I'll report back at that time.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, let's move back to 7.1.2, page 9 to 12. And we'll hand it over to Councillor Aiken.
Through the mayor there, anybody that knows me knows bikes. One of the reasons I'm probably still here is I think bikes are really important, and I think one of the things that I read into this report was there's a Kids in Wheels program, which basically gets kids that are on balance bikes sort of started. And it's interesting because my friend at one of the schools is doing a bike club, and there's lots of kids that don't even know how to ride a bike. So I can't understand that, but I think if I'd like to direct staff at the rec center to look into that Kids on Wheels program and see if that's something that we can do at the rec center. I saw that the bike club would be willing to help, but yeah, I think we just don't have the manpower to sort of go through all the fine details on that.
So what are the fine details on that? What would that look like?
Well, it's a program where they supply bikes to the community to get like basically little kids on balance bikes, once they just run along and
Yes.
stuff. I'm not sure exactly what's involved with that, but it's a program that's free to the community, so I think we should take advantage of that.
Okay, and then your club?
Yeah, Lower Norfolk Bicycle Cycling Association, I'm sure we could supply some manpower, but
Okay.
yeah, we just don't want to be the lead on it there. The rec center could sort of organize it there, that would be awesome.
And you'll work with the rec center to do so?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to make that motion to receive?
To receive and to direct center staff to look into it.
Yes.
That's what it's-
Okay. Seconder? Councilor Weave? Anything further? All in favor? Carried. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Joe, I'd like some,
Okay, questions from the public? Okay, will somebody please move that the regular council meeting for the district of Lillooet be closed to the public pursuant to the community charter for business section 91C labor relations or other employee relations and 91E the acquisition, disposition or expropriation of land or improvements. Counselor Reed, Counselor Flynn, all in favor, carried. Okay, let's take 5 minutes and.
It's like record time. We're gonna-
Yeah, we did have a show.
Yeah, it was like I was done with it.